Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to episode 98, Giving Gifts. As a kid, I remember staying up super late on Christmas Eve to make Christmas presents for each member of my family. One year, when I was about 10, I made yarn dogs, each different colors, each with their own name on the collar, and they each had their own little poem describing why they would be a good companion for the recipient. We didn't have dogs in our house because of allergies, so I thought these would be a great replacement. So I made dogs for my 3 siblings, both parents, and my grandparents also. At the time, it didn't occur to me that my parents and grandparents would probably never have an occasion to use these gifts. I remember thinking how fun it would be to play with them together and how fun it would be to see the delight on people's faces when they saw how hard I worked on something for them and how much I thought about them. I have since learned that handmade gifts are not always appreciated, especially by those who don't usually make things themselves. But they are the perfect gift for many people. In The New Yorker, writer Helen Rosner says, "I've always believed that literally anything on earth, any object, any piece of trash, anything you find in a store can be a perfect gift. It can be a Tootsie Pop or a $10,000 diamond-encrusted cocktail shaker. What's important is matching the right thing to the right person." Okay, so why do we give gifts? We give gifts to connect. We give gifts to show we are grateful. We give gifts to show we're thinking of someone. Also, let's be honest, it feels good to give people gifts. When we give and receive gifts, a combination of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin are released in our brains. When we experience this combination of feel-good hormones, it's often referred to as a helper's high because it makes us feel good. Researchers Michela Balconi and Giulia Fronda found that giving gifts boosts cooperation, strengthens social bonds, and enhances kindness in social settings. They call this the gift effect. Their theory is that small acts of kindness and generosity have far-reaching positive consequences in relationships. So, now that we've established that gift giving really is a good thing, let's talk about how we can make the process of gift giving more joyful. Number 1. Be silly. I'm going to quote Helen Rosner again here, and you'll see why. She says, 1 pair of socks is tragic. 5 pairs of socks feels dutiful. 10 starts to be a little interesting. But 100 is ludicrous, and that's what makes it a great gift. You have to cross that line. So, be silly. Be ridiculous. If the person you're thinking about loves bunnies, buy 100 bunny figurines and hide them all over the house for them to find. My daughter's friend gave her 15 boxes of hot tamales when she turned 15 because she loves hot tamales. It's fun to give a gift that will surprise someone in its ridiculousness. Number 2, make something. This doesn't have to be complicated like my yarn dogs. It can be as simple as a coupon book. One of my favorite gifts from my youngest was a coupon for 10 yeses. That was a great one because he was in a phase of saying no to everything I ever asked him to do. I once made matching dresses out of curtains for my daughter and her cousin when they were babies. The curtains hung in the home of their grandmother years before the girls wore them as cute baby dresses. My husband makes a fancy cake for each of our kids on their birthdays. Last week, he made a sushi cake for our daughter who adores eating and making sushi. In fact, last week, our Thanksgiving meal was a gourmet meal of sushi she made for us. In terms of making something for someone, the possibilities are endless. Number 3, write a poem, a song, or a heartfelt or funny note. I write poems for my kids on their birthdays. I add a word every year, and the title is always something like 7 words for Naomi on her 7th birthday, or 13 words for Michael on his 13th birthday. My brothers and husband and children have all written me songs for my birthdays or Christmas. This is one of my very favorite gifts to receive because you can listen to that song over and over and over again, feeling the love they poured into the project every time. That's the hope for any handmade gift, right? That every time someone sees it, they'll realize how much you love them. Number 4, don't spend money. Challenge yourself to give something meaningful and free. Some of my favorite gifts were things my parents gave me that used to be my grandparents. I have my grandmother's old-fashioned commodes and some of my parents' silver platters. One year, I gave my kids some of my old things that I thought they'd love, like an old iPod with all our music from their childhood on it, or a pair of earrings I wore constantly when they were little. Gifting books you've read and want to share is also an incredible gift without costing anything extra. Plus, you have the added benefit of a follow-up conversation about what your friend or family member thought of the book. I have a free little library in front of my house, and it makes me so happy anytime people take the books from it. Number 5, be thoughtful. Ask yourself these questions. What is the favorite gift I've ever received? Why was it my favorite gift? Answering those questions will help you discover what you want to give. Number 6, give an experience. Studies show that gifts as experiences are more memorable than things. My husband surprised me with tickets to Hamilton for our 20th anniversary, and I'll never forget how exciting it was. For the record, I wanted to see it very badly, but the tickets were prohibitively expensive, so there was no way I was going to buy them myself. Number 7, give time. Sometimes the best gift you can give someone is time with you. You can plan a picnic or dinner or a museum visit and make sure you go together. Shared memories are a treasured gift. Number 8, ask yourself questions regarding the person you're giving the gift to. What gives them joy? Do they collect anything? What places are special to them? What are their quirks, passions, or interests? What artists, authors, or musicians do they love? What do they buy or not buy for themselves? What do they want to learn? What are they struggling with? What do they want to make more space for in life? Who are they when they're their best self? All of these questions will help you understand and think of something meaningful to give them. Number 9, make it simple. My teenage daughter likes to make gift baskets with people's favorite color. For example, if the color she's using is yellow, she might find a yellow bowl and fill it with sunflower lotion, a banana, peanut M&Ms, and any other yellow thing she can find that might surprise and delight the person she's giving the basket to. I love how this season helps me stop and take the time to really think about the people I love and how to show them that I love them. I hope your gift giving is joyful. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstenCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.